Hi all, I just wanted to give you a quick video just describing our project number 1, the individual 5K implementation. Hopefully you have read in your materials, you have covered the 5K walking plan kit, and you've reviewed all of that information on how to create, how to set up and implement an actual walking, a 5K or a walkathon. I'm really not picky on the distance, but I want you to make this as applicable to real life as possible. So I want you to make sure you are very well versed in the walking planning kit. You can also use this project definition document template. You will be using numbers 1 through 6 on this document. But let's just start from the top because this is due on February the 7th. I will allow y'all to go ahead and turn in the goals and objectives, and I can review those and provide feedback on those on Tuesday. So I'm going to extend that date just a little bit because I want to make sure that everyone is clear on this, on how to complete the project definition document. You hopefully have already read in your materials, your chapter information about the project definition document, because it really is this cornerstone of your project. You're really defining what you are going to do. So obviously I have given you what you are going to do, but you're going to really create the details around it. You also have some freedom and some creative control here. You are pretending you are the 5K race director, aka the project manager of this race for a local 5K. You come up with the name of your 5K. It can be something that is already in existence, such as, a St. Jude 5K. There are multiple events run for St. Jude around the Memphis area. Komen 5K. You're really probably not going to find like a project definition document like this on the internet because that's something that is done internally. So if you can Google some and actually look at some of the 5Ks, maybe some you have participated in, it might really help you conceptualize the entire event even better. So you are going to have a name for your 5K. Again, you can create the name. You can, make this completely up from scratch, or you can look at something that has already been done. Either way, you will be plugging in the required information into this template. You'll also select a philanthropy, right? A fundraising event. So, and a location for your race. So think about the areas of town, very common areas with local 5Ks, Overton Park, Shelby Farms, downtown Memphis. All of these things are, places for local 5K. Philanthropy, right? A good cause. So what is your actual philanthropy? What do you care about? If you can pair those together, you're going to kind of develop, hopefully a little bit more interest in this project. So you're going to create a project definition document for this specific 5K. We will add on your work breakdown structure in the coming weeks, but you can see that they are due on separate due dates. So you'll just start from the very top. Project definition document is the foundation of the project. It's really going to lay the groundwork for determining project success or failure. And you are going to submit the project definition document in the Dropbox. It's generally that 2 to 3 pages. Make sure you have a cover sheet, but you are in creative control here. So I encourage you to use your brain, think this through the entire process. You are literally using the very first sentence. This project definition document provides a brief overview of your 5K at Shelby Farms Park, right? For running for a particular philanthropy, to promote a shared understanding of it before a more detailed plan, schedule, and budget is prepared. Use the above sentence and add the name of your 5K, the philanthropy, and where it will be implemented. Okay, the problem or opportunity. So whenever you are raising money for a cause, there is a problem or opportunity. You have shown that more research needs to be done on a particular, maybe cancer, childhood cancer, maybe breast cancer, right? More research should be done, maybe creating awareness. What is the problem or opportunity that your philanthropy highlights? So make sure that you read on the website, whichever, philanthropy you choose. There will be detailed information on the website. You should put this in your own words. You will also need to give me a little, at the very bottom of this portion of question number 2, make sure that you do write where this information has come from, right? If it came from the St. Jude LSAC website, copy and paste the website right there. And you're just telling me a little bit more about your organization and why you're going to be conducting a 5K to run or walk in for your philanthropy. All right. So with goals, and these are objectives. Goal is your overview of what you are planning to do for your project, its intended purpose and desired result. Give me that you're going broad on your project goal. What are you trying to accomplish by creating this 5K for a particular philanthropy? What is that overarching goal? You can have 1 to 2 goals, and then you're going to tell me your project critical success factors. These are considered the project objectives. You are going to have 2 or 3 detailed SMART objectives. Remember, SMART stands for specific, measurable, obtainable, realistic, and time-bound. That will determine whether or not implementation of your project was successful. This is an example of a process objective. Do not copy and paste this, okay? But this is a great example. By the end of your project, 80% of your participants will attend 4 out of 5 physical activity sessions. Do not copy and paste this. This is specific to your project. Make sure that you pay attention to that. In terms of project critical success factors, they usually have to do, your project critical success factors highlight your schedule, your scope, your budget, and the quality of your event. So I want you to think through those. They should pertain, this should be coming from your reading as well. Schedule, scope, budget, and quality. Critical success factors, very important. Make sure that you are writing your objectives to those factors. Now your scope, this is, whenever I teach scope, I always say, this class, I give the example of, that's not really in my scope. Physics is not really in my scope, right? Health education, health and wellness, corporate wellness, physical activity, project management, all of those things are definitely in my scope of expertise, right? So whenever I say something is out of scope, that means it's not really in my wheelhouse. So when I'm talking about in scope with a project, I'm talking about everything that you will be doing for your 5K. This information should come from that planning kit. It can also have some creative flair to it, right? Make this project your own. You will need to highlight in scope and out of scope activities. For example, some 5K events may provide winner medals and trophies. They also may provide monetary awards. Is your project, is your 5K or walkathon, is it going to include that? So very important to make sure that you are paying attention to what is going into the project versus what is not going into the project, what your participants are receiving when they participate, what they are not receiving. Make sure you highlight that in scope and out of scope. The key stakeholders, this is number 6, key stakeholders, anybody who is impacted by your project. So thinking very comprehensively about who will be impacted by your 5K. You as the race director would be a stakeholder, right? Your philanthropy, those individuals, the staff members, maybe if you chose breast cancer awareness, right? If you chose the Komen Foundation, breast cancer awareness survivors might be impacted by your fundraising, right? So I want you to think through who is impacted by the implementation of your project, okay? So of course I am here for questions. Remember, I do have office hours as highlighted in the Getting Started module, but you do have the opportunity to turn in your project goal and your project objectives, I do call this interchangeably project objectives, project critical success factors. You can turn those in for my feedback. I will extend this until Tuesday night, and I'll let you submit those in case that you have those questions. I wanted to make sure that you do understand this assignment. Of course, feel free to email me, and we are happy to meet. I encourage you to meet with me instead of meeting with other classmates. You just want to make sure that you are getting consistent information of what I'm looking for. I hope you are all doing really well, and I look forward to seeing your information and seeing these fabulous events. Thanks.